Ooh. That is some nice and warm coffee there. All right. I don't know how to get rid of that. We started up. What we did yesterday. We started up Clock Tower 3. And it's been pretty fun so far. It's, you know, a bit different than the other Clock Tower games. But, like, each Clock Tower has been slightly different than the previous one. Which is cool. You know? I don't mind the fact that they're happening here. That they're different. They're all like just slightly new. This one is, you've got like 3D environments and it's less point and click, like you actually control your character now, which is neat, I would say. I kind of like that. You now actually have control, so when you're trying to evade a creature, it's not like you gotta like click around the screen and, you know, get lucky that the pathing helps you out. You know, no more like double clicking to run. It also means like there's like there never was like a ton of items in the environment to interact with. There was always like one or two things in a room that you could interact with. It's still kind of the same thing here. But you actually get boss fights now. We're like actually fighting the creatures that are stalking us. I don't entirely know how I feel about that, you know? It's cool though. It feels more survival horror. You don't have a health meter, you have a panic meter. When you get freaked out, you start running away. So you don't really have a health meter. You do have items that will help you out though. We have items that will allow us to like take an extra hit before we die, invisibility rings. And each section, I don't know what they call it. What do they call them? Each section gets slightly more fourth stage. They call them stages. Each stage gets slightly more difficult. We're on the fourth one. What was it? Dennis? Oh god, that Dennis child. Oh, what a nightmare. Dennis, got lured into this demonic hospital. And there are 2 stalkers now, not 1. I don't know how that's going to play out. It's going to be scary and rough. There's apparently 2 stalkers now. But I've been having fun with it. It's definitely got some creepy atmosphere. The cutscenes are a little weird. They're super dark, or they're like overly saturated, like bright. I don't know if that's the emulator or if that's just the way the game was. Sometimes it's like a crapshoot. Like emulators sometimes have issues with certain things, and sometimes the games are just goofy and weird, you know. I'm having fun with it though. It's a nice looking game for a PlayStation 2 game. It's a pretty solid looking game. I like it so far. Let's just jump right back into reception. I think there's a ghost in this room, so we got to be a little careful here. This is a lot of loading. Yeah. The ghost right off the jump. Labeled key A, okay. Really don't know where I'm going. Is there a door over here? Alright. Let's take a peek. Oh no, I guess there's doors above me. And then a set of stairs. Door won't open. Door won't open. Looks like we're going down. A sofa. I can't afford to have a nap right now. I mean, no one's asking you to, Alyssa. There's another interesting thing that I noticed, is that the character in this game is named the same as the one from the last game, but I don't think that they're the same person. At least they haven't made that connection, so it's kind of strange to have like two characters in a series have the same name. Nothing wrong with that. Plenty of people share the same name. It's just odd in like a franchise, you know? Alright, looks like we're going upstairs. I'm talking about upstairs 2-to-1. A sofa. I can't afford to have a nap right now, but you could. Imagine all the cool sleeping you could do. Ah. Well, let's hit up this turlet. They said the door is locked. No water's coming out. The hidey hole. Okay, so we found a hidey hole. That's good. That's good. Because we're gonna get jumped at some point, I'm sure. Door won't open. I thought that they said that this was locked with a key. Yeah, it says you need a key to get into that one. Maybe they mean this one? This could be a door lock. Labeled key? Yeah. It's a sturdy lock. It won't open. Is that a portal square? If only I could open this door. There are 3 keyholes. Ah, so we're looking for 2 more keys, I guess. Chairs and shit. Sure. I guess we'll crawl through here. This is like some... Can you stand up? There we go. Intense music. Looking glass. What's that? I wonder why the cupboard doors don't open. There must be another way to open them. They're not broken. The looking glass is a key item. There's a strange motif on it. Definitely not a normal mirror. Yeah. Alright, well, there's another way to open that, I guess. We can't open the other door. On the plus side, I think it means that, like, enemies and stuff can't, like, sneak in here and El Kabong me. This might be, like, a safe room. Alright, well, we have to remember that there's a cupboard in here that we can go through.
It's showtime!
The looking glass is reacting to the mirror. Use the looking glass? Yeah. Release for. I can't read that. I don't know what it says. From here? Out from here. It's too dark. I really can't read that. Does like my screen brightness do anything? Maybe like get me out of here? Says me. Take me out of here? Something like that. It's backwards because we're in like the mirror realm, right? What's up, Amy? How you doing, homie? Welcome on in. Happy Thursday. How goes life? I have. So, there's Clock Tower 1 for the Super Nintendo, and technically Clock Tower 1 on the PlayStation is 2, Clock Tower 2 is 3, and this is technically Clock Tower 4. But because the first one never came out in the US, they just labeled things 1, 2, and 3. But yes. Yes. You were contemplating playing some retro horror games since they seem less scary. The first Clock Tower game on the Super Nintendo is really cool. It's really cool. It's simple, it's fun, you know. It's got some cool spooky moments. What's up, Teak? How you doing, dude? Damn it, you moved. Look at it again. Look at what? You were contemplating. Yeah. The first Clock Tower is pretty cool on the PlayStation as well. You get like 2 different scenarios that you can play through, which is pretty neat. Take me out from here. Yeah, it says take me out from here, I think. But yeah, they're really fun. This one's slightly different. So the first 3 games in the series are point and click. This one you actually control your character. It's got like slightly different mechanics. I'm kind of really enjoying this one. This one's been really fun. And they're not very long either. The best part is they're not super long. So I mean, if you're doing like 2-hour streams, you know, it'll take like a couple of streams and you'll be done with one of them. They have multiple endings, you know. I would say they're not really scary, but then again, I'm dead inside. So my gauges aren't the same, but I mean, you're like being chased by, I think in like the first two games, you're being chased by a guy with like giant scissors. It's kind of fun. We're just going to the ball game. Well, now that the Orioles aren't in the ball games anymore, boring. Yeah, well, they definitely give these games a bit more Resident Evil vibe. This one is probably the closest to survival horror that I've played. They're relatively linear. This game's been relatively linear. You have like small areas that you get to explore and wander around in. But they've been fairly straightforward. Like, you're kind of going through like levels. No slice and dice. Oh god. Go through the hole. No, the game for a PlayStation 2 game, this game looks pretty solid.
Snippety snap.
Snippety snap. This was mirrored. Oh, that's cool. We got water. Have you run into Ron Weasley yet? Yeah, there's a kid named Dennis, and he's freaking neurotically crazy, man. Yeah, I don't like him. I don't like him. The first time we met him, he was like outside our bedroom window knocking, and then all of a sudden he started like freaking out. Like, like, why are you acting like this, dude? What the hell's happening? Like, he was very frenetic. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I don't like him. I don't like him. But yeah, we've met the other character. So we're in Mirror World right now. Oh no. No, 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 no. Oh! No! I think personally, just because like gameplay wise, this falls more into like my wheelhouse. I don't mind point and click adventure games, but I think having direct control over your character is a lot more fun than not. And so I think I've been enjoying this one a bit more than the other Clock Tower games. But I really like the Super Nintendo one. I think that one's the best one. And the cool thing about the Super Nintendo one is that soonish, I think in 2024, I think they said Q1, they are localizing it for the first time. Which is really cool. But yeah, the Clock Tower games have been interesting to say the least. You know, there's something different. And the first Clock Tower game, you know, being on the Super Nintendo, did some things that, you know, we see modern games nowadays emulating. Just kind of dope. Certainly not the most homely place I've been. The idea, you know, like, your character can't really attack. They have to, you know, escape and run. Hide places. Photo of a child. Door's not gonna open. Okay. We're just gonna hit up this turlet. That's where we could hide if we needed to. Well, I hear him. So there's in this scenario, there's two stalkers, and apparently when you switch between the mirrored realms, you get one or the other. There's a boy and a girl, I guess. Where are they? Are they coming? Nope. We won. We won because we're geniuses. What the fuck?
There you are. There you are. Slice and dice.
That was a nice. Yo, hell yeah.
Come on, Alyssa.
Labeled key B. Well, that's good. We have to wait for our panic meter to go down. Then we can roll out there and deal with that guy. Not great. Not great. Alright, so they pieced out. Apparently they can't track us into here. So that's good. We just kind of need to patiently wait for our panic to go down. I wanted to go down where that the lady stalker was there. She just appeared in the bathroom. She wasn't there. She just showed up. I was like waiting to see where the stalker was gonna be, and nah. She wasn't walking around. I thought she was upstairs. No, she was in the bathroom.
It's showtime.
Bye. Oh. He'll never find me.
Come on, Alyssa.
I do like how they're stupid. They really gypped y'all on the upskirt crawl shot. Dude, she's like 14. The fact that it's even in the game is fucked up.
Come on, Alyssa.
Like, what the hell, Japan? What the hell? They knew what they were doing, and it's creepy as shit.
Come on, Alyssa.
Oh, that wasn't nice. No, no. Dude.
Come on, Alyssa.
Gotta go for the Fatal Frame series for that. I do want to play Fatal Frame. Who would do something like this? Okay, let's try... Official form signed by the doctor. How about a photograph of a mother holding a child? I did it. I got a repellent arrow. Thank goodness. We played the demo for the Wii U entry and it was pretty cool. We played the first one last year. It definitely had problems. I feel like the enemies weren't exactly designed around the environments. Like they created the environments and then put like the enemies in there. They're ghosts, so they can kind of like go through walls and stuff like that, but sometimes you're in these like tiny hallways, and 90% of the time the ghosts are inside the walls and you can't fight them in the tiny hallway, but you have to. It's not great. It's not great. I hope the like later games kind of work on that a bit. I don't mind the ghosts like going through walls and stuff like that, but there were some very specific enemies that were extremely problematic that I found more frustrating than fun to fight. But for the most part, it's a cool concept and I like the idea of it, and I'm excited to play the sequel. The Wii U's kind of perfect for that kind of title. I have one of them on there. I don't know which one that is. But I have whatever. One was, I think 2K, 1K. There was one on the Wii U, right? And then there was like one on the Wii. Like 4 and 5. I think 4 was on the Wii and then 5 was on the Wii U. Something like that. Don't go that way. A patient on crutches, even the sick and wounded. Okay, I think we give this guy maybe the release form? Nope. Oh, we gave him the mom picture? Weird. Sure. Why didn't I think of that? Why wouldn't I give him the picture of a mummy? Makes sense. Makes sense. So instead of using like the, I mean, I'm assuming you could still use the analog sticks, but are you just like holding the gamepad up while you're like fighting the ghosts to take pictures? I think they recently released two of the two games on Steam. What? Sculpture of a woman fetching water. Move the character on the TV, use the pad to take pictures in real time. That sounds cool. I've never checked out the Wii or the Wii U one. I mean, there's 4 or 5 games in the series, right? So at least people have been enjoying them. I really like the atmosphere in the first one, though. I can say that. I can say that. I don't know how repetitive the gameplay gets over time. You know, from game to game. I wonder how much, like, variety and changing up of things that they offer from, you know, new game to new game. I think we need to go back into the mirror or something. We need one more key and... Don't know where we're gonna get that. Unconscious, dead. Not unconscious and dead. You can't be both. You one or the other. Alright, so the stalkers don't follow you into here for whatever reason. What? No, I juked him! Run, girl! Stop it! For whatever reason, she doesn't follow you. Is there anything in particular we can find? No. Have you ever played any of the other Fatal Frame games, Teak? Or is that the only one you've, like, dabbled in, was the Wii U one? I have the first 3 on the Xbox. Nope, that's the limit of your experience. Cool. Cool. I was just curious if you had any opinions on the series as a whole.
Slice and dice.
I don't think I want to go in there. Oh, have we not been in this room? No, we've been in here. We've been in here.
Slice and dice.
No slices and dices.
Yeah. Slice and dice.
I know, slice and dice.
Yeah. Slice and dice.
Oh, why would you just not go in there? Oh, bad things are happening.
Snippety snap.
Snippety snap. Wrong direction.
There you are.
I know, I'm right here. Leave me alone. I gotta go to the bathroom. See you later. Sure. Alright. Feel like the Wii U may have ruined the rest of the series for you? Playing without the novelty of having the camera as an independent screen just doesn't seem right. Oh, you don't even have to, right. Can you just, like, lift it up and, like start taking pictures? That's kind of cool. Maybe I will have to play it on there. I mean, it works fine. I mean, I played the first game without playing the others, and it's kind of... It's an interesting concept. I don't think it's bad by any means. They're worth at least checking out. You know, you like survival horror. I think you might enjoy the Clock Tower series, or at least the first game. It's at least worth. It's got really good atmosphere. Really good atmosphere. It's an interesting take. Haha. Photo joke. Take photo. What's up, Lady Pseudo? Welcome on in. Sailor Clock Tower. If only we had the powers of the planets. I don't know how Sailor Moon works. Is Sailor Moon like Gem, where they're like normal people, and then like bad things happen, and they're like, okay, now we turn into our alternate personalities, and we're super powerful, and we kick ass. I've never seen Sailor Moon before. Kinda. Sailor Moon's been around for a really long time. Do they still... Is that still, like, produced in any way? Like, do they still have like an ongoing series for it? Nope, nope. Didn't want that. Didn't want that. Didn't want that. There we go. Wanted that. Yeah. Yep.
It's showtime!
Yep, that's what I wanted. Drip. Yo, extra juice. You love Jim? She truly was truly outrageous. Indeed. Indeed. I hate hospital beds. This is just chilly. Hospital beds are comfy. You don't think so? It gets remade in one form or another every decade or so. So there's nothing currently going on, but there have been many iterations. I got you. I probably saw an episode or two from, is it the 80s anime or early 90s? I don't know how that kind of worked there. But that's probably the extent of what it was, and I was probably pretty young, and I was like, ugh, girls. Ugh, girls. Ugh. Why would I want to watch a show about girls? I'm not a girl. I'm a boy. I think that was my thought process. Though for some reason I did watch Gem from time to time. It was big in the early 90s here, one of the early pioneers of anime in America. Yeah. So that's probably what I saw, was like something in like the early 90s.
Yodohe Adohe Adonai Ton Ne He Shibolat. Yodohe Adohe Adonai Ton Ne He Shibolat.
Grandpa?
Yo, that guy killed our dad. I don't like him. I don't care if he's our granddad. He killed our dad. You're old. Gem, Ghostbusters, Transformers, Care Bears, My Little Pony, Voltron, Strawberry Shortcake, Rainbow Bright. Yep. I remember all that. I remember all that. GoBots. GoBots was my jam. Oh, I see you. I thought that was like some weird... I don't know. The 2nd of April, 1990.
Today is Alyssa's 10th birthday. The ruder powers will become visible any time now. Alyssa is growing up into a lovely young lady. She is everything to me, and I wish for nothing more than to watch over her all her life. But I know that is not to be. Every step she takes towards adulthood is a step away from me. Must I leave her? I want so much to be with her always.
The 15th of July, 1998.
I have stumbled across an incredible document, an account of a ceremony called the Ritual of Engagement. It is written that by obtaining the heart of a ruder on her 15th birthday and drinking her blood, a person can be transformed into an entity and receive the gift of immortality. I am disgusted by the nature of this ritual, of course, but at the same time, there is a part of me that cannot resist its allure. If I tore out Alyssa's heart with these hands and partook of her blood, I could be joined with her for all eternity. Am I capable of such a monstrosity? Must I desecrate my beloved in order to save myself?
Undated.
Yet another amazing discovery. The legend of Lord Burroughs. In the document is a mysterious triangular crest. It is said that the one who is able to decipher the secrets of the crest will be able to become an entity. I suspect that this too is related to the ritual of engagement. But what could the letters A, D, and N signify? I must know. Somehow, I must uncover the truth. The answer is hiding out there somewhere.
A, D, and N. It could be a lot of things. Apples, dinosaurs, and necropsy. Yep. Those are the first three things that should pop to your mind. Your dad would spend all of his Saturday mornings recording them all for us. That's awesome. That's a good dad. And he had a giant VHS collection of old cartoons. I really enjoyed The Real Ghostbusters. That was probably one of my favorites. I really enjoyed that. I probably never saw all the episodes, but I really enjoyed The Real Ghostbusters. I had a big old fascination with that. And Denver the Dinosaur, because it had dinosaurs. And Dino-Saucers, because it had dinosaurs. If you're like, what the hell's Denver the Dinosaur and Dino-Saucers? 90s cartoons, 80s cartoons, I don't know, but it had dinosaurs, so I was just like, dinosaurs. You're pretty sure he'd reuse the same few ones. That's fine. You had the biggest little girl crush on Egon and Optimus Prime. Nothing wrong with having a crush on Optimus Prime, because Optimus Prime, I think I had a crush on his voice. That dude's voice was awesome. For sure. Denver the Last Dinosaur, He's Our Friend, and a whole lot more. Denver the Last Dinosaur. It's something like that. I like the theme song. The theme song was my jam. Rip Optimus, his original voice actor. Oh, did he die? What's up, Willie? How you doing, homie? How you doing, homie? Dude, he voiced Optimus Prime for so damn long.
I'll always need you. But for now, I have this.
Yo. Char Yoshi. Char Yoshi, thanks so much for that raid, homie. I really appreciate that, boss. How you doing? How you doing? What were you playing? What were you getting into? How was your stream? Let me hit you up with an old shout out there. If you guys enjoy variety gaming, Char Yoshi's all over the place with his gaming, but he plays a lot of Dead by Daylight. So if that's your jam, you should follow him. He plays a ton of stuff. Thanks for bringing your people over to my people, dude. I really appreciate it. If you're new here, hi, I'm Serial Killer, and we're playing horror games all month of October. So if that's your jam, I'm your jam. You did the hyper-focus thing, where you played till you forgot you were hungry? Nice! Oh, you're playing some Fallout 3? Sweet, dude. What were you getting into there? What were you getting into? Peter Cullen is not dead? Oh, okay. Obsessed with Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles is really good too. Ninja Turtles is honestly, that was probably my favorite. Ninja Turtles was probably my favorite. That's good stuff. Peter Cullen's still alive. There was a whole huge news report that he died. Kevin Conroy, the guy that did Batman, passed away. Yeah, Kevin Conroy. Yeah, he passed away. Maybe Peter Cullen retired. Maybe Peter Cullen retired. And maybe they made like a big hullabaloo over that. Like he's like, oh, okay, I'm not gonna do voice acting anymore. He's pretty old at this point. So I wouldn't be surprised if he was like taking a step back from doing like voice acting anymore. You've been trying out Fallout 3 DLC and you got abducted by aliens? Dude, that was my favorite out of the Fallout 3 DLC. I recall the Fallout 3 DLC not being well received, but I had a lot of fun with it. I really enjoyed... One, you're not wandering around a very repetitive apocalyptic wasteland anymore. You're wandering around a giant spaceship. I really enjoyed it. Kind of ran out of all heals before you jumped onto the ship, so it's been a desperate slog. I mean, how much can you actually need to heal in Fallout 3? It's been a lot of Fallout 3, hardest difficulty. Ooh, nice. And unless you get stuck dead in a corner, you do everything you can to adapt. But the alien ships made you crawl back to normal mode. You get a cool alien gun though. You get the space laser thing, right? He's not retired. He just did a voice in Invincible Season 2. Oh, okay. Nothing has happened to Peter Cullen. Stop trying to will bad things into the world by talking about them. I was just making an assumption. I don't know. What's Invincible? I've never heard of that. You're too scared to play Dead by Daylight? You own it and a few of the DLC, but watching Spooks and Jukes and what he deals with just makes you too scared to play? Fair enough. Fair enough. I think of, like, one, you're playing like a multiplayer game, right? But you're kind of getting chased around. It's got some similarities with this. You've got, like, the stalker or the killer. They call him the killer, right? And you're being, you know, chased around. It's kind of similar to this, right? It's just a little more, gruesome. But you could take solace in the fact that if you're playing as a survivor, that there's others around you and you're working together as a group. The community seems mean. Hey Yoshi, are you toxic? Animated adaptation of the comic of the same name on Amazon Prime. Oh, I've never heard of it then. Okay. Is it any good? Mothership Zeta was your least favorite expansion in Fallout 3, and that was my favorite expansion of Fallout 3. You really want to play, though? I mean, if that's really what's keeping you back, I mean, there's nothing wrong with, like, dipping your toe in and, you know, just tasting the flavors of the waters. That was a weird way to say things, but, I mean, there's nothing wrong with just, you know, like, checking it out and see if it's something for you. You have Silent Hill DLC and you're obsessed with Silent Hill? Nice. Nice. Oh, God, did you guys see the trailer for Silent Hill Ascension? Well, that's not good. Whatever they got going on there, that's not good. That was... I think that they said it was going to be like a social media experiment, but I didn't realize what they meant when they announced it, and yeah, it's not super appealing. That's not going to go well. J.K. Simmons voices a major character. Yo, dope! Dead by Daylight can be spicy sometimes in what it needs to play and how its fans react, but it's fun when you can survive long enough to try. Never played Dead by Daylight, but you have it. Be down to play if you ever want to try it. I'm not interested in Dead by Daylight or any of those games. I played some Resident Evil Survivor. That's the closest I've got to it, and I quickly realized that these games just aren't for me. Also, there's like way too much DLC in Dead by Daylight. I don't want to buy like 10,000 things of it. You even own the now defunct Stranger Things DLC. Nice. I like Stranger Things. The best thing for dealing with the community is just to mash the next round button, and just like that, all shit talking is defeated. Even the demo. I don't know that there's a demo yet, but the new Silent Hill thing doesn't look great. I don't know what they're gonna do with 2 yet. It would be cool if they had a demo for Silent Hill 2, but those are two different things. Ascension is different. It's done by a completely different studio than what's happening with Silent Hill 2. Oh, the Dead by Daylight demo. It's frustrating to be a Resident Evil fan, but man, sometimes I'm glad I'm not a Silent Hill fan. At least they're coming out with stuff, but yeah. As a Silent Hill fan, you have to weed through all the stupid rumor mill nonsense. It's coming out this year, 5 years later. It's confirmed this year, yeah. Yeah, Ascension does not look good. Whatever they got going on there, that sounds absolutely abysmal. I don't know, maybe it's like to drum up hype for the new game, but I don't know that like a community done choose your own adventure show. I don't know what they're doing there. I don't know what they're doing there. It doesn't sound. I like the entire time the dude, like I watched the announcement premiere, and the entire time the guy was talking, it just made my stomach sink more and more and more, and go like, oh god, what the fuck? What is he even talking about? Oh my god. So terrible. Please stop saying words. I can't tell you how many times I've had to tell people, let Konami themselves tell us they're doing something. Yeah. I think Konami doesn't make games anymore. They've doled out all their products to other people to make things. I have faith that Bloober Team is going to do a good job with Silent Hill 2. I've got faith. I've enjoyed the stuff that I've played by Bloober Team. So, yeah, maybe some of their storytelling's a little heavy-handed, but the games have been really fun. They've done a good job with the atmosphere. I really liked Blair Witch. We played that a couple years ago. I haven't played the medium, and maybe that's where a lot of people are, like, basing their opinion on Bloober Team. I've heard a lot of mixed things about that they did not handle the subject matter really well. But I haven't played that one, so I can't really comment on that. At some point, I'd like to get around to it. You saw somebody played the Cancel Hill Silent Hill game, and it looked really... Oh, you mean the PT? PT, the playable trailer. That was really cool. That's not really Silent Hill. Choose Your Own Adventure shows are kind of cool. The Black Mirror Choose Your Own Adventure movie was sick. Right, but this is community done. This isn't like you get to sit down and choose this. Basically what they say is every night, I think they said for up until like maybe December, you choose the next step in it. So the community decides, and then at the end of the week, they release the episode. And you can watch what the community chose. So it's not like you get to sit down and it goes to votes. Yeah, so it's not like you get to sit down and make the choices on your own while you're watching. That would be one thing. No, you're every evening, they said, you know, at 9 p.m., I think, the community votes on what they want the thing to do. It's going to be a shit show, dude. It's going to be an absolute shit show. It's going to be a damn mess, and people are going to get pissed off and say they ruined Silent Hill again. Yeah, it's going to be a damn mess. There used to be a game here on Twitch, actually. Can't for the life of you remember the name. But it was in chat every day. Choose Your Own Adventure, spooky stuff, loved it. The chat had to play it. The community was so toxic that the devs had to shut down. Yeah, not surprising. That's usually what happens. People get upset that someone made this decision, so you divide the community. And they go, well, they're not going in the direction I want them. Yeah, it's all going to be a hot mess. That whole thing is going to be a hot mess. It might be fun to watch the world burn, but it's going to be a hot mess. They filmed a bunch. It's all done. The crazy thing is that a lot of it is all done. They made a game engine. So it's like CG. It's computer graphics. It's not like live action. They like filmed a ton of like computer graphics stuff. So like how much time did they dedicate to stuff that they're never going to use? That seems insane. Like we have all these choices planned out and this is how the characters will react, but you had to design all these other different scenarios that may never even see the light of day. That doesn't seem like a smart decision. It doesn't seem like a smart decision. I wonder if they'll ever let it just like be open and release like it as an entire game. So that you can actually like play through the thing yourself or something. I'm not entirely sure what's happening here. But it's CG, you know, it's computer graphics. It's not like live action, so I don't know, man. I don't know what they're doing there. This is where AI production is going to get its in? Maybe. Maybe. Whatever's happening there does not seem like a good idea. That's all I'm going to say is does not seem like a good idea. I'm curious. I'm definitely curious. Oh, where the hell did you come from? No.
Come on, Alyssa. That hurts.
Open the door! Audience-generated plots produced in real time by AI. It could work. It could definitely work. Okay, I don't think he can come in here, so If we just wait for her to stop panicking, we're good. AI will destroy physical art. No, it won't. No, it won't. That's a sensationalist kind of like knee-jerk reaction. No, it won't. No. No. There's always going to be a differentiation between AI-generated stuff and people-created content. There's always going to be that dividing line. Now, will AI-generated stuff get better over time? Absolutely. Absolutely, and maybe it'll become discernible and indiscernible at one point, but there will always be a distinct difference between AI-generated stuff and human-generated stuff. At least in our lifetimes. No, I think AI is pretty cool too. I think the idea behind it is interesting. I mean, you think there always need to be like hard limitations on stuff, but yeah, I think it's pretty interesting. Some of the AI generated art is like honestly really cool looking, like super surreal. Like they've seen some like wild ass shit and gone like, I kind of like this. And by I kind of like this, I mean like I really like this. I saw photos. It was H.R. Geiger and Jim Henson movie collab. That would have been cool. That would have been cool. Two crazy minds. Akira Kurosawa Batman. Yeah, I don't want that though. Akira Kurosawa Batman. Yeah, no, that's... You posted it in Discord? Okay, by all means, please share it. Man, I like seeing stuff like that. That is what the Discord is for. What's happening there? Oh. I don't know. Is that dude having a baby? Did she like pull a baby out? Oh, no, no, no. They're just kind of like post-coitus. Post-coitus. Like a vigilante samurai. They're post-coitus. It's cool to have the map. I don't think the maps are like super helpful. The areas aren't really all that big, and you don't get to see like your position or anything on the map, so... They don't feel like very helpful bits. Is that a... That sort of... It's not. It looks more like a yin-yang. I was gonna say, is that sort of like a Ouroboros, but the snake isn't eating its tail there. At least I don't think so. It's more of like a yin-yang thing. Whoa! Ho ho! Okay. Sure. Why am I shuffling down here? Do you know how difficult that is? This little girl's legs are so damn strong. That's insanely difficult what she did right there. I'm impressed. Ah! It's locked. Oh. Dude. I did all that just to find out that the door was locked. No. Oh, nice. She won't screw with you while you're out here on the precipice of doom. What were we playing recently that had some Geiger vibes? Yeah, the new Nightmare. Alone in the Dark, the new Nightmare. That had, when you went into like the underworld or whatever they called it, some of that area had some like Geiger vibes. You know what I haven't played? I played a little bit of it. Was Alien Isolation. I wanna play that. I got kind of bored with it the first time that I fired it up. Got played it for a bit, and I was just like, dude, it's gonna be like 40 hours of this. And I ended up putting it down. But I really like the Alien universe. I genuinely like it. The first Alien movie is one of my favorite horror movies of all time. It's a great sci-fi movie. It's a great horror movie. It's good. Yeah, it's just those two things. Oh my god, man. I mean, to me, personally, that movie borders on near perfection. Near perfection. The game definitely overstays its welcome. Yeah, I could see that. Alien is one of your favorites. You have a huge Alien collection. I bought the special edition before like all the other ones, like the Blu-ray like big collection that had like a bunch of different like director's cuts of the movies and stuff like that. And I had never seen the director's cut of 3, which definitely makes it a better movie. It's still not a great movie. I kind of like Alien 3. I get why people hate on it, and I don't blame anyone for it. The potential of what Alien 3 was supposed to be and then turned out to be, I get is a pretty big letdown. Alien 3 was supposed to, like, they had all this, like... They had all this, pre-production art and stuff like that they were advertising and talking about, you know, what Alien 3... And it was supposed to be, like, Alien on Earth. Which I guess we sort of got in, like, Alien versus Predator, but... They went in a very different direction for 3 for reasons... The director's cut of Aliens is great. I don't like Aliens that much. But... Okay. Employee's memo. I have received orders from Ralph and Jemima to kill still more. I've received orders from Ralph and Jemima to kill still more. Okay. I can't continue in this fashion. I killed 10 last week, and this week they want 20. When will it stop? Soon there will not be a person left in the entire village. I must do something about this. They are to be imprisoned in the kitchen. One of the steel bars on the window can be removed. I do hope that they're able to see that before it's too late. Once they escape, I pray that they will tell the world of the atrocities that go on behind these walls. To kill still more. It might be like a English way of writing things. Might be a very English way of writing things. In the US, we definitely wouldn't phrase it like that. I know what they mean. It's just like a very strange way of stating it. They should also let Blomkamp make an Alien movie. They were. Blomkamp had pitched an idea for it, and apparently they were going forward with some stuff and then shut it down within the past, like, couple of months or something like that, I heard. If you had a nickel every time James Cameron made a legendary action-packed sequel to a sci-fi horror movie only to have that franchise never reach the height again, you'd have 2 nickels. But it's weird that it's happened twice. What's the other one? Terminator? He did Terminator 1 and 2, right? Those are both of his, yeah. Terminator 1's a solid kind of, like, action thriller. I've heard some people state that it's a horror movie. I would disagree wholeheartedly, but it's a cool, like, suspense thriller movie for sure. Sci-fi suspense. I like the first one. The second one's definitely dope as hell, though. I just wasn't... I think the reason why I didn't like Aliens as much as Alien, horror adjacent, yeah, that's fair, is just because of how much more action was in it. What I liked about the first movie was the minimalism of it. And of course, you know, everything needs to get bigger and greater, especially when you have someone like James Cameron step in. I get it. I think there's like 2 different crowds. You have people that like Aliens better, and you have the people that like Alien better, you know. And for each their own valid and good reasons. It's just Aliens went in the direction that I just wasn't a huge... Some of the concepts in it are really cool, like the Queen and all that. Like I thought that was pretty cool. It's got some good sequences in it. It's just, I don't know. I didn't need action out of that. I didn't need action. What I really like is Resurrection. It's so weird and strange. Oh, I love Resurrection. For me, it goes Alien and then Resurrection. I love Resurrection. It's just, oh man. Who's the dude that plays the scientist? I like that guy. He's a weirdo. I got the name on the tip of my tongue. He was in The Two Towers, right? Neil Blomkamp has a good production studio called Oat Studio. You can see all his pitches on Netflix and YouTube. Oh, okay. You liked Alien more? There's a huge feeling of fear and isolation in it. Yeah. Well, isolation horror is some of my favorite horror. Whether you're stuck in a house in the middle of nowhere, under the ocean, in space, isolation horror, like knowing that this is all that you have right now. You have no choice. You have to face this fear. It's why stuff like Underwater, the one with Kristen Stewart. Was it called Underwater? I love that. And why things like, you know, The Strangers, just they work because it's isolation. Like that. You just have to like face whatever you got going on. I've only seen Alien Resurrection once and that was enough. Dude, it's got Ron Perlman and Winona Ryder. And Sigourney Weaver. Plus in Alien, you can see Sigourney Weaver in her panties. And boy, she had a body on her. You don't remember what that movie was called, but you watched it. It was pretty great. The Descent. The Descent's amazing. Yeah. More isolation horror. Stuck in the catacombs and As Above, So Below. Cool idea. I don't think it was executed super well. Cool idea though. A lot of people like As Above, So Below. I was very kind of mixed on it. I love my found footage. I love my found footage horror. But that one kind of left me going, yeah, all right. It wasn't terrible. I thought it was very middling. No! Okay, well, we're dead. it said that there was... Oh, you piece of shit. It said that there was some shit up here. Like, maybe he got too close. Girl! Alright, well, we're gonna have to do that again. Okay, so go down the left side first this time. Don't do the right side. Not that one. Catacombs. I mean, I guess there's been more than one that's taken place underneath Paris. That's the only one that I know of. Or that I've seen. I guess I'm unfamiliar with
Come on, Alyssa.
catacombs. Hit him in the face with stupid... Open up! This one, they go to a rave in the catacombs and end up getting lost. Yeah, that's pretty much what happens in As Above, So Below. It's... They go into the catacombs, get lost, and then horrific things happen. It's a cool concept, and they're a maze down there. And really disturbing. It's a cool idea. Alright, so what we'll do is this time I'll spray the nerd in the face with some holy waters. And then maybe we can get by him. Splash him. Splish splash. There's also upstairs here, which we haven't gone up yet. There seemed to be something down here, so I want to check that out. 28 days later. I like 28 days later. I also enjoy 28 weeks later. They're making another one as well. At least I had heard Danny Boyle was planning on it. Oh, man. I like it. She gets lucky. This body, the head is missing. Did someone saw it off? I guess. It did not need a remake, but it was decent. You liked how the wealthy all lived in super secure skyscrapers. It reminded, honestly, it reminded me a lot of City of the Living Dead. They had some very strong similarities between the two of them. The pics are calling. What's up, Axeman? How you doing, dude? You tried with that joke. You tried. It did not succeed, but you tried. Alright, it doesn't look like I can do anything there either. Alright, well, the only thing I got there was a note. So... it's not exactly... I guess we have to go up the stairs first. Laid the drum down with intents. Laid a bass line down with intent. Working nicely. Then put a sub bass hit track in there. You just have to learn how to play the guitar. Hey, if you can play the bass, you can play the guitar, right? They're the same thing. Pretty much. Can't go any further. The stairs have crumbled away. My dad tried to teach me how to play the guitar, and I think I'm too dumb to figure that out. I tried. It was an effort that I don't think I was willing to put into learning how to play the guitar. Takes a lot of practice, yeah? Yeah, it does. I mean, my dad wasn't great by any means, but he was competent. My mom could also play the guitar, too. She played a 12-string, which is wildly uncommon. I think they were hippies. I think they took it to campfires and ate granola bars and, like, sang Peter, Paul, and Mary. I think that's what they do. Singing and playing at the same time is hard. I can hit a chord once if I stay there. If I slide, I'm not going to be able to get that chord right. Yeah, I mean, that's where the practice comes in, right? You got to get, like, muscle memory and all that. Oh, I don't have any more juice. I just juiced my last juice. Yeah, but that door down there is locked. I don't have a key. I can't go up any further. Hey, maybe the release paper that I have is what we're supposed to use on that dead guy over there. I didn't try. I should have. It's the only thing that I have. I don't think that there was anything else left in the hospital. If Stalky McStalkerface comes back over here, we're in for some trouble. Right, we could try it. I don't know what to do then. Maybe there's another, like, entryway somewhere? Do we see anything on the map that would suggest otherwise? Nah. I mean, there's the front entrance that we came into. Hey, maybe she can climb the rope thing here. Alright, so you're not gonna go up the stairs, but there's this thing. No. Whatever this rope beam is, that's not a thing for us, though. It's good that this song has like 3 notes in it. Did I even do anything? Like, we didn't accomplish a damn thing there. All right, well, I have a thought. I do have a thought. Might not be a good one, but I have one. That was not the thought. I thought going back there... I thought we could get back into the other place. I thought we could get back into the other place that we, you know, sprinkled the juice on, because normally you can take the warp gate back. I guess it was a one-way trip. I thought she'd be able to, like, sprinkle some water down and then warp back over. Because we opened up that one door in the mirror realm, I figured maybe we can go into, like, maybe another door would have opened up. But I guess I can't go back. Maybe another door did open up once we opened that one. There's gotta be something somewhere here. I don't think she could keep going down on the ledge past this. What? What are you doing? Go. Thank God those things can't screw with you here. I had to hold down the crouch button. I thought I could just tap it. No, you can't keep going down on the ledge. Alright, it's got a gap underneath the gargoyle. The door was definitely locked before. Ah! You can go here. There had to be something else. These must be the steel bars. Remove the loose bar. So maybe we had to read that note, and then we could open the loose bar. We have found progress. Shit. They must have stored food here. Are those bloodstains? Yeah. There's an old jotting pad on the desk. If you wish to open the other path, calm the flames. Well, they can't stalk me over here. Calm the flames.
I'll kill you! There you are!
We gonna put her in the oven?
Slice that!
Push her in there and close it. Like, bakey bakey. If you wish to open the other path, calm the flame. I have no idea what that is. The stench is unbearable. Someone farted. There are mounds of ash rushed into a pile. I heard that they used ash to extinguish fires back then. The fire in the stove is flaring. I think I see something back there. Okay. Try using the ash. Yes, please. Wow. The fire has died out. A crest. Ah, so we need an A, a D, and an N, right? That's what the note said, our grandfather's journal entry. Oh boy. I see you, armor. Okay, weird camera angle. A juicy fountain. Ooh. Ooh. Hell yeah. Hell. Yeah, we gonna save. Saving is caring. What a beautiful candlestick. It's been moved. Return it to its original place. Not quite yet. Hold on. Large painting. There's a title on it. N. Loving mother suffers in place of daughter A. Nancy. I'm Alyssa. Maybe. That's... And D is for dick. Yep, let's see what happens if we move it. Before we go on there. Nancy, Dick, and Alyssa. Uh-huh. So... Shit. Insert the A. Yabba dabba doo. Run, A. No, don't go backwards. Cool. 5th of January, 2000.
I have trudged around the blasted continent until my shoes are almost worn through, but it is no use. Where is the castle of Lord Burroughs? That is the only place where the mystery of the triangular crest can be solved, I feel sure.
15th of November, 2002.
It's hard to believe that 3 years have flown by since I embarked on my journey. I am not a smidgen closer to finding Burroughs Castle. Meanwhile, I grow older by the day, and my health continues to decline. I am certain that Nancy has by this time found my journals, and realized my plan to seize Alyssa's heart on her 15th birthday to carry out the ritual of engagement. How Alyssa must have grown in my absence. How I wish to be with her, to be one with her. And yet, I do not have the courage to perform the ritual. What do I do? If I do nothing, I am no better than her father. This Hamilton at least should have spine.
Dude, our grandpa wants to kill us. All these books about torture and slaughter. Who'd collect such horrible books? Not me, of course. I wouldn't do such a thing like... Lavender water.
Slice and dice.
Oh no!
Slice and dice. Oh, no.
Light is filtering through the cracks between the books. Maybe there's something on the other side. Squirting them nerds in the face is a great way to squirt the nerds in the face, I gotta say. It's very helpful, just splashing these fools. Fool splashes. Seems to work very well. I wonder how this boss fight's gonna go. Having to fight two of them at once might be really, really difficult. Fighting one at a time? Maybe not too bad. Both, though? Alright, we got our N. Oh, this is the other side. They said light was filtering through. This was it. That was the other side. Yeah, alright. Stay away! I don't know how that worked.
I'll kill you.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Have juice in your face. N.
Slice.
Have juice in your face.
Oh.
I mean, what's the harm in saving right here, right? Nothing bad can possibly happen. What's up, Kale Gortrout? How you doing, homie?
Slice and dice.
Weird statue. Wonder if it's a device of some sort.
Slice and dice. Oh,
Uh-oh. I mean, I'm pretty sure I heard the door lock there. Is this a movie theater? Pizarro. Who the fuck was that? D. The big D crest. Book of Entities 4. Lord Darcy Burroughs owned much of southeast England at the beginning of the 17th century. He married Natalia Hamilton of the illustrious Hamilton family, and they had one daughter, Annabel. Despite his harsh reputation, Lord Burroughs loved his daughter dearly, bequeathing all his lands to her upon his death. In the 50th year of his life, Lord Burroughs, fearing the impermanence of life, learned of the entities in the ritual of engagement. With his daughter almost 15, he made the fateful decision to perform the ritual, but then disaster struck. On the day before her 15th birthday, Annabel was killed when her carriage rolled onto its side. Shocked by the sudden death of his beloved daughter, as well as his inability to realize the ritual, Burroughs fell into a deep depression. When his despair finally dissipated, it was replaced by raging anger. Though he had both the coachman and the maid were with Annabel at the time of her death killed, it did little to assuage his anger. The massacre of his staff continued, even extending to villagers on his lands. Lady Burroughs did what she could to convince him to stop the savagery, but only succeeded in inflaming him further, and she too was felled. Lord Darcy Burroughs eventually died, crushed between the huge cogs that formed the mechanism of the clock tower of the castle as he escaped from the mobs of angry farmers. According to legend, he vowed to plague the world with hate and terror for as long as the clock tower remained standing. You tried getting more data this morning and the sensor just decided to play nice? You're still getting the same error, but the code worked regardless. Very odd. It's a bug on their end. Sure. Blame other people. I agree. Not the code. The code's perfect. Good job. Something's trapped between the volumes. Okay, 22nd of December, 2002.
I have found the Burroughs Castle. I have finally solved the mystery. Lord Darcy Burroughs had a daughter, Annabel, but also a son, William, from his first marriage. Although Burroughs himself was killed, William escaped and lived out the rest of his days in peace under the pseudonym Billy Brown.
Or Billy Browns.
Billy Brown. What a strange twist of fate. Although I took the Hamilton name when I married Francesca, my father was a Brown, a descendant of Billy Brown, which means that I am directly related to Lord Burroughs. The A, D, and N crests also make perfect sense now. Lord Burroughs' beloved daughter Annabel's name, his first name, Darcy, and his wife's first name, Natalia. My name is Dick, my daughter is Nancy, and my lovely granddaughter is Alyssa. Destiny weaves its web in the strangest of patterns. Does the legacy of Lord Burroughs live on? The fury of he who failed to become an entity? Is it futile, after all, to fight against fate?
Sure. The code was perfect, I'm right. I know. I got a Jack-in-the-Box munchie box. What's that?
Dennis! Dennis! I'll save you, Dennis!
I'd rather not save Dennis. What is this contraption? Is it a projector? Probably. I mean, do we really have to care about Dennis? I vote no. A resounding no. This is quite ornate. I wish we could look at the painting again. If only you could just leave him to die. Yeah, I don't care about Dennis. It's okay. Hidden switch is illuminated. Press it. Yeah. What's up, Don? Did I say hi earlier? I'm sorry if I didn't, dude. How you doing, man? Insert the D crest. You know it. D for insertion. Just a combo meal option they have at the moment? Oh, Jack in the Box, right. That's a fast food restaurant. Yeah, we don't have those around here. Choose one of 2 burgers or chicken sandwiches, 2 sides from tacos to fries, and a regular drink, all for $10. 2 sides from tacos? You can get tacos as a side? Gonna watch Saw X soon? Oh, I hope you enjoy it. I think I heard that it was getting decent reviews. Oh, good. What? Seems to be locked from the other side. Okay, so we have to, like, get to the other, we'll call them Iron Maidens right now. Okay. Unexpected. Cool. You're watching Dune before Dune 2 comes out? I like Dune. Oops. It might be, we just don't have them around here. Dude, that's a heck of a side, though. Tacos? Oh, sweet. That's really awesome. Okay. But what hit me? Did the hitbox from the one... It had to be the one that was behind me. That was a huge hitbox. The tacos aren't too bad. Okay, so I can't duck under that. You would think, when you have the ability to duck, that you could duck under the swinging axe. But no. No, you cannot. I'm just going. Fuck it. Just run, man. Just run, man. They're arguably pretty okay. I'm glad they're alright. I have heard nothing but terrible things about Jack in the Box. Brolin's character died in one? Josh Brolin. Who is Josh Brolin in that? Is assuage pronounced assuage or assuage? It's assuage. Assuage. No. I know who Josh Brolin is. I don't know I don't know who he was in Dune. I don't remember him in Dune. The Sand People leader? One-eyed, one-horned Sand People leader? Is that time? I want to go to this other one then. Okay, go! Just go! Cool. Not what I wanted. The muscles. Our girl got them big old muscles. How do you get to that one then? No, I don't want you going in there. Oh, there's one right here. Oh, shit. Yeah, I think we need to open this one. I think this is the one we need. An iron door won't budge. Here we go. Now we can get through. We had to do that first. You were thinking of someone else. Yeah, I don't remember which one he is. I remember Momoa. I remember Jason Momoa in it. I don't remember Brolin. Javier Bardem. Javier. Alright, I guess we gotta take this back up, and now we can go through it. Now we have to go to the one down below. Jason is the coolest guy of the movie. Yeah, I liked his character in Dune. I liked his character. He will be in the next Fast and the Furious. I still haven't seen the newest one. I need to watch that. Unless the newest one was when they went to space, and then I saw that one. If there was another one after that, then I haven't seen that one. But where Tyrese and Ludacris go to space. I like that. Yeah, I don't remember him in it either. The new one's on Prime. I'll have to remember to check it out. That was the pit and the pendulum. It's got little pinwheels on it. You can't be dangerous. Anything with pinwheels isn't dangerous.
Welcome, Alyssa. That was just a dress rehearsal. Now let the show begin. Lights, camera, action!
Dennis!
Alyssa! Stop! Hang on, do anything! Anything!
Alyssa, give us your beating heart or else Dennis is going to be sliced and diced.
Run, Alyssa! Forget about me! Run for your life!
Okay.
Run!
Dennis!
Silence! What's it going to be? Leave Dennis or donate your heart to us? The clock is ticking. Look at him! We need an answer!
Yes, what's it to be?
I guess my choice is to fall down. That was my choice. I'm a fall. There's a death scene like that in Saw 5, yeah. I can't get back. I have to find another route. I was all excited when Dennis caught it, and then they took that happiness away from me. How dare you, game? How dare you? You were informed at a meeting today that you'll be going with a different design from the one you were testing, so the state is now useless. That's disappointing. Book of Entities 5. The origins of Ralph and Jemima, the siblings who served Lord Burroughs, are unknown. Accounts relate that Burroughs picked them up on the battlefield, or that they were brought over from the Orient. However, none of these stories are more than hearsay. The siblings were horrendously cruel by nature, and it is said that they were the torturers and executioners during Lord Burroughs' bloody campaign. Showing a peculiar fascination for blades and in particular scissors, they found endless enjoyment in gutting or dismembering victims while still alive. When Lord Ralph Burroughs was finally killed, Ralph and Jemima were stoned to death by the crowds. Because both were possessed by the same entity, they were resurrected together and continue to wreak havoc as subordinates. You'll be conducting a similar experiment for the next design, so at least you know what you're doing. Yeah, I mean, take something positive away. At least you got some practice with what you need to do. It does suck that what you were doing was pointless. Were you getting paid, though? This looks just like Grandfather's room. What's it doing here? I don't know. Oh, this is your senior design project. Gotcha. These are the drawings I did for Grandfather when I was a child. Grandfather used to read to me all the time when I was little. Alyssa's drawings. For Grampy, today I read a book with pretty pictures. A wolf pretended to be Grandma and ate up a girl. It was scary, so I went to Grampy's room because Grampy would save me. Grampy's really strong, and he can kill a wolf. I love my Grampy. I'm going to stay with him forever and ever. Love, Alyssa. I want to see the stupid... It said drawings. There's one. You documented it, so another thing on the CV. Nice. Oh ho ho! Who would have thought? I don't know. Lots of picture books. Grandfather used to read to me all the time when I was little. Yeah, this was the one I thought was gonna end up moving, was this. Don't go out the door. That's the one I thought was gonna move, was this shelf. Experimental design, CAD experience, building, coding, data collection, data analysis. Sounds, thrilling. I hope you had fun. Alright, I don't think there's anything else in here. Alright, I see a ladder. Grandpa framed all our drawings. A ladder. What does it do, I wonder? Oh, where does it go? Reading. A ladder. Where does it go, I wonder? It's nice to build something and have it work. Absolutely. It's like, why would you ask what does it do? It's a ladder. I'm the fool. Always playing the fool.
Lord Burroughs, my ancestor, hear me. I know of your pain and anger when you lost your beloved daughter Annabelle. Just before the ritual of engagement, my love for Alyssa led me to kill her father, Philip. Entity, was everything you're doing, is it all because of you? Do you want me to resurrect Lord Burroughs after 400 years? To unite us and to enact the ritual of engagement with Alyssa's blood? Is that what you want? Do you truly want me to stab my dearest granddaughter in the chest? Well, that doesn't sound bad. Once the deed is done, I will be with Alyssa forever. Return to this earth, Lord Burroughs. Join with me, and we will complete the ritual of engagement. Enter my body, and let our flesh be fused.
Ugh. Ugh. Ew. Oh, get gooped on. Slimed. What's up, Sean?
Now you know everything, Alyssa. The one who's after your heart is none other than your grandfather, with the blessing of our own Lord Burroughs.
Once we have your heart, the two of them will carry out the ritual of engagement, and a new entity will be born. Thanks to you, our ranks will swell and prosper.
Now, here, Alyssa, you wouldn't sacrifice the life of a friend just to save yourself, now would you?
Chop, 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 on the blade, and every
Run, Alyssa! Run!
Dennis!
Stop pretending like you care about Dennis, Alyssa. Okay, that didn't do anything. I thought maybe the juice would do something. The juice did nothing. I'll go get some more juice. Juice, eh?
I'll kill you!
She won't kill me, I'll kill her. With kindness. You can't follow me into here. You coward. We're just gonna wait. There. I can't tell what that axe is doing until the screen transitions, and if it's coming down, we're dead. You just kind of have to hope that it's not doing that. Wonder where it'll put me. Yeah, okay. That's fine.
I'll kill you!
I think we're just going back to the basement where we were before. We just have to make it through two of these, Sometimes I'm really glad that the game doesn't have tank controls, and other times I wish it had tank controls. You know what I really wish? That the D-pad was tank controls and the left analog stick was analog. So in like certain instances, you could like switch back in between the two. As long as you're holding a direction, you continue to run in that direction, which is helpful. These just don't always go as planned. Just go! We did it. We did the impossible. We made it. Doing it again. Did I? I'm not pleased. I am not pleased. We were right about to walk under the door. They couldn't give me like half a second more. couldn't give me half a second more to get in there. It's because I ran up first. I wasn't trying to. I was just holding a direction. Alright, so don't hold up. Up is wrong. What's up, Nate? How you doing, homie? Things could be better, but we're here playing some Clock Tower, and I'm having a blast. Horror games are my favorite. Kinda, sorta. It's alright. Life just be doing life things sometimes, you know? What? Why? Oh, boss time. Okay, cool. So we're gonna fight the two siblings individually. I like that better than like forcing. Why are they like toying with Dennis? Like, just have the pendulum kill him, maybe, and then we can feel bad and move on. 8 trigrams, 64 palms. Byakugan. Byakugan. You know what Naruto needed? Naruto. You know what Naruto needed? More Byakugan. They don't yell Byakugan enough. Scissor Woman. 22 victims. I kind of like Scissor Woman. What's up, Scissor Woman? Like, not gonna lie. I kind of like Scissor. Oh, why would you aim over there? What are you aiming at? Cool. Glad you missed. Oh. What is happening with the auto-targeting?
Alyssa! Hurry up and get me off this thing! Alyssa! Jemima! Jemima!
It's the bow light.
How dare you kill my sister! You'll pay for it! I'll make mincemeat out of you!
I'm sorry, not sorry? Scissor Man. Victims 37. Sentenced to 820 years. So we had the pre-boss fight, and now we have the real boss fight. Oh, he blocked my shit.
Come on, Alyssa! Come on, Alyssa! Let me go!
You gonna hit him with the big dick rippers?
I've a present for you.
Dude, the last boss was harder than this. These guys were jokes. He said he had a present for me. I wonder what the present was. Probably candy. Laced with candy.
I'm the winner. Now to take revenge for my sister. Alyssa!
Nice. He turned into funfetti cake. Okay.
Thank you, Dennis. Thank you.
No, thank you. It was you who saved me. Something special.
I hate him. Like, is he a cat? Like, what the hell are you doing?
You destroyed all the subordinates. You think you're so clever, but you still have to destroy me. If you want to save your mother, come up to the top of the clock tower. I'm waiting.
Grandfather!
Grandfather?
The real identity of the Dark Man. It's my grandfather. I have to go, Dennis. You stay here.
Hey, wait, Alyssa. Don't treat me like a girl. I'm the man here.
Dennis, you may be a man, but you're not a ruder. I am.
Hey, don't leave me, Alyssa.
Yeah, Dennis, you're not a rooter. He said it. He said clock tower. He did. He did say clock tower. I don't think the cutscenes are supposed to be washed out like that, but I don't know how to fix it. So I had to like mess with some settings to get the cutscenes to play properly. They were like flickering and had all kinds of like distortions and stuff in them. And I think maybe one of the settings kind of caused it to get like washed out like that, but the flicking was like seizure inducing, so I guess it's like one or the other. Maybe there's another setting I could have ticked to like fix that. I don't know. I don't think they're supposed to be like that. But some are and some aren't. But I don't know. The nerve, Dennis saying don't treat me like a girl when he was saved by a girl. I mean, Dennis is a girl. He's our girlfriend. Dennis knows what's up. How did we get back into the main foyer? It's locked. You unlocked... No, we unlocked the stairs. That's what we unlocked. We unlocked the power of stairs. Alright, let's just go up. Alright, let's try the other door. It's gonna be locked, but we might as well. I would love it if we unlocked elevator. Elevator is one of my favorite forms of modern transportation. We're really doing it. We're gonna have such meaty thighs when we get up to the top. You're gonna be like, wow, your quads immaculate. We'll be like, I know. I know. I knew we were gonna grab that rope. I knew it. I knew it all along. And look, a free arrow for me. A binding arrow. Didn't they say, like, his body got, like, jammed between the cogs? I could probably get through if I crouched. Well, I'll crouch. And we'll get through. I really like how the cogs look while they're spinning. It's very satisfying in their shadow, in the noise, or their sound effect. Very good. Very good. Quite pleasing. Quite pleasing. Indeed. Rigid, strong, firm. What are we talking about? Shafts. Oh, I love shafts. Like Richard Roundtree shaft? There's a ladder there and a lever. What's with ladder and lever? Ladder and lever! I need a licensed contractor for what? You're damn right. Clock tower. Shaft calls people turkey. I believe he does. I believe he does. Lever? I hardly know her. How strange. There's a lever here. Pull it? Sure. Lever. Oh. These puzzles, they're truly astounding. How strange. There's a lever here. Cool ladder. I always knew I liked cogs. Can you climb it? Can you go through that one? No? Whack. Not high enough. diary. Nice. I love diary. Sweet. Diary wish fulfilled. No? Okay, I didn't want to go that way. We gonna ride on this? Oh, baby. This is my dream! Sure, I expected that to happen.
Grandpa.
I've been waiting for you, Alyssa. You don't know how hard I tried to find Burroughs Castle in order to become one with you. I searched and searched for 3 years, and at last I found it. Burroughs Castle used to stand in exactly the same spot where the Hamilton house is now. It's not a coincidence. It's all the entity's doing. This is our destiny.
Grandpa!
Don't look so sad. Once the ritual of engagement is complete, you and I will become a new entity, and we can be together forever.
No! Please, Grandpa, come to your senses and give me my mum back.
Your mum? Your mother is right there.
Mum?
Where'd them steps come from?
Mum!
Nancy betrayed me more than once. She married that weak, lily-livered, good-for-nothing Philip. And then she tried to prevent me from becoming one with my most precious granddaughter. That's why she's there. There was no other way, Alyssa.
Damn you! You're not my grandfather. I don't know who you are anymore. But I know that I'm a Ruder. I'll destroy you and save my mother.
Fool! Fool! Fool!
Nice hat.
In a few minutes, the clock will strike 12, announcing the arrival of your 15th birthday. Then the ritual of engagement will commence.
It is.
Now, Alyssa, time to lie down on the altar and prepare to surrender your heart to me.
Oh, not Dennis.
Where are you, Alyssa? Alyssa!
Dennis!
Alyssa!
Dennis!
Give up, Alyssa. No one can help you now. Not even your dear mother.
A dingleberry popped out of Mom.
All hail, entities of the earth. Burroughs and I will now carry out the ritual to become a new entity. Ghosts haunting the human realm. Subordinates dwelling in the shadows. Gather here to witness the glorious ritual of engagement. Yadohe, Adohe, Adonai, Adohe, Adonai, Ton.
Shibolat.
Yadohe, Adohe, Adonai Ton, Nehe Shibolat. Yadohe, Adohe, Adonai Ton, Nehe Shibolat. The time has come at last, my dearest Alyssa. Merge into one entity with me, so that we can be together forever!
Alyssa!
Time to transform into Sailor Moon.
You little... Alyssa!
Alyssa!
I'm sure Dennis is fine. What is this game? I don't know. Japan. Japan. Ask Japan. Lord Burroughs. Victims 115. Sentenced to 2,280 years. It's a lot of years, man. We'll judge him.
This is the end!
Uh-oh. It's probably not good. Yep, that was bad. That was definitely bad. I thought we were shooting the things back at him, like he was shooting shit at me, and I was like, oh, we'll shoot back at him. I don't know what I'm doing. They copied that from Moog? Yeah, totally. He's got 2 health bars, man. You son of a bitch!
This is the end!
Yeah, not good. Not good. All right, we gotta figure out some sort of mega cool strategy. It was cool. Thanks for showing. You're welcome. You're very welcome. I live to please, and I please to live. Very welcome. I mean, apparently we can stop him from shooting. I don't know how we do that, but apparently we can do it.
This is the end!
Yeah, it looks like there's like a moment in which you can like knock him out of it. Okay. I was ducked! Ah, don't go! Bad Grandpa! Naughty touch!
There's no escape! There's no escape! There's no escape!
Dude, I thought I was ducking!
Such a sweet girl.
What the hell? Get out of it!
There's no escape! There's no escape!
Oh, what the hell are we doing? I think I shouldn't have used the old rude arrow on that, like, third boss. I think we should have saved it for Grandpa. There's a gimmick to it, I just don't know what it is, you know?
There's no escape! There's no escape! There's no escape! There's no escape! There's no escape!
Dude! There's such like this long delay from when you duck to when you can like fire your arrow. I just don't have nearly enough time to catch him. Like, there's no way I'm getting off, like, a big attack on him. It just doesn't seem possible. No, you can't rapid fire. You have to hold it down. Ah!
There's no escape!
Ah, no!
There's no escape!
Dude!
There's no escape! There's no escape! There's no escape! There's no escape!
Dude, come on, man.
There's no escape! Ready to give up now? There's no escape! There's no escape! There's no escape! Ready to give up now? There's no escape!
No, 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 no.
There's no escape! There's no escape! There's no escape! How dare you! There's no How dare you! Alyssa, my dearest Alyssa, you always were a spirited child, but that's enough. Now be a good girl and grab my hand. What's the matter, Alyssa? Don't you want to live happily with me for all eternity?
I am here.
Alyssa! You belong to me forever!
Alyssa, take strength from me.
Today is Alyssa's 10th birthday. There's no escape! Ruler powers will become visible any time now. Alyssa is growing up into an She is everything to me, and I wish for nothing more than all her life. But I know that is not the case.
Dude, if I died there...
Give up, Grandfather. I won't allow the ritual to happen.
Never!
It's Yuna. I already had pixel health. I got 1 HP in a dream. You go buy me a video game? Which one?
Dennis!
Alyssa!
Dennis!
Biggest disappointment of the game.
Mum, we did it. We did it, Mum.
Dennis was always like freaking out and acting all weird. This game's dope as hell. This game's dope as hell. I think one of the few things that I miss is that there aren't multiple endings, or at least I don't think that there are. Maybe there are. Maybe you could do some, like, secondary things to get, like, a better ending, but I'm assuming that that's, like, the only ending that you can get. I really liked it. This one's a lot more straightforward, so to speak. Like, you go from, like, linear chapter to linear chapter. I mean, you sort of did in the last one too, but you would have like areas that you kind of got to explore a bit more. It's fine. I have no qualms. I kind of like the fact that this isn't a point and click game. It does more of the Resident Evil style of adventure game where you can actually like wander around, find items in the environment without like pointing around. One of the big problems with the other Clock Tower games is that like when you're trying to, like, if an enemy is on you and you're trying to run around them in those like small 3D environments, your pathing doesn't always work a great way, and sometimes you'll be like clicking off to the side and your character will be like run towards enemy, and you're like, I'm clicking on the right side of the screen and the enemy's on the left. Why am I going? You can actually control that now, which is cool. I appreciate that. They make the items in the environment very noticeable. It's not often that you have to click on things that aren't obvious. They're usually some like sparkle or glimmer hint that says, hey, here's an item you can interact with. There are sort of puzzles in this. Sort of light puzzles. Nothing like too complicated or anything like that. I like the graphics for a game that came out in 2099, whatever. They look pretty solid. I think... I don't know whether it's the emulator or the game itself, but the cutscenes are really dark, and I'm pretty sure the emulator was what was causing that, like, white glare on some of the cutscenes. I had to do, like, a couple of things to... like, get the cutscenes to work right, and I think maybe that messed with some of them. I don't know. Did I say 2099? Whatever. 1999, 2000. The voice acting is a bit silly. Some of the character, like Dennis, really, I don't understand like her like panickiness. Like she's like, oh, it's a piano. Like, where's the piano coming from? It's like, dude, it's a piano. Like, I get it. It's supposed to be, like, spooky to her, but she's very panicky over everything. It's a little too spasmodic Like, the way Dennis acts is very, very weird. Like, he's like knocking in one of the cutscenes in the beginning of the game. He's like knocking on her window. She opens up the window, and dude is just like freaking out, like big time. His limbs are just flailing all about, and it's like, what is this? This is so like strange. So strange. It's very much like a video gamey thing. You don't see people do that in movies or anything like that, even in Japanese movies. Very, very video gamey weird that you see people like acting in that way. It's odd, and honestly it's off-putting. The voice acting's a bit silly at times, but it's fine. I like the British voices. Yeah, he was doing like the Kermit arms, like a frog in the blender kind of thing. I think the British voice actors are fine. There is some goofy dialogue here and there, which is a little strange, but you know, whatever. It's got a slightly different gimmick than the previous games. You know, throughout the entirety of most of the other games, you're dealing with just like one nemesis, you know, one stalker. This one, you've got like a variety of them, which I think is actually kind of cool. And then you get a boss fight. I like boss fight. I like boss fight. It's clunky. It's clunky as hell, don't get me wrong. When you're ducking, there is a very long delay in between when you can actually fire your arrow. It takes a long time to charge up your arrow. You know, you don't move very fast, and that's part of the game, you know. The controls are just a little clunky, but that's the intention. You're not meant to play like an action game. You're meant to play this like pseudo adventure game. So it works. It works. I don't really have too many big complaints about that. The final boss has an obscene amount of health. There had to be some gimmick to him that I just never figured out. Like, most of the bosses, you could find a timing where you could charge up the arrow long enough to get, like, a chain on them. I forget what they called that, but you bolt them to an area like he was doing to me, and then we get to summon down this, like, mega attack that wipes out a ton of their health. I think I should have saved the root arrow. I hadn't used any arrows throughout the entire game. Thank God for that. Thank God I didn't. But we got like this special arrow at, I don't know, like maybe a little over halfway, like 2/3 of the way through the game. Right at the end of the third scenario. And it was called the Old Rooter Arrow. And maybe I should have saved that for the boss. Like, I used it on the first boss that we ran across because I kind of thought that that's what they wanted me to do, but I don't think it was. Because, like, nothing happened. He just shrugged it off. And I think if we had saved it for the final boss, then things would have been better. I should have reset that when we did that, but I just, like, stormed through the boss with no problem. Oh well. Maybe that would have helped with this guy. I would probably bet that it probably did. Honestly, I think my biggest complaint is that it's a 14-year-old girl and they have her like in a small skirt and crawling through passages where the camera's like directly up her ass. It's a little creepy. It's a little creepy. It's a little creepy. They could have given her like pants or something like that and it would have been fine. The skirt thing like borders on some like real creepy shit right there. That's like my biggest complaint. Other than that, I mean, it's a fun game. I think this is like right up there with Clock Tower 1 for the Super Nintendo. I like it better than 2 and the PlayStation 1 and 2. I like it better than the past 2 games. I really enjoyed it. I think it's a lot of fun. It's a pretty cool experience. I'm glad it is. This was one of those games that I've wanted to play for a really long time and just never got around to doing it. And so I was super excited to like kind of power through the other 2 games to get to this one that I wanted to play. And I'm glad it wasn't a letdown. I think I had set like really high expectations for this, and I said it earlier that like if this game is even like a middling decent game, I'm going to be like super pleased with it as long as it doesn't turn into a shit show. And it wasn't. It wasn't. You don't have a health meter like the other games. Most of the other clock tower games, you basically have like panic, and you can escape. You like mash. Like an enemy catches you, you mash the square button to get out of the situation, and then it depends on the province that you're in Japan. It varies greatly. It's all over the place. Some places it's 17, some places it's, I think, as low as 13. I thought 14 was the lowest. Maybe it's 13 in some, but it depends on where you are in Japan. It depends on where you're. Doesn't make it right. And some places are slowly changing that. I think that they might have changed the federal age of consent, but provinces, I think, areas can set their own. But I think that's like changing, which is a good thing. Like, I think in large it's 16, I think. Still obscenely young, though. But, so you have like the panic meter. The panic meter really screws with you. The panic meter really screws with you. You get yourselves into pickles if you go into panic mode. You get yourself into like serious pickles if you go into panic mode. You have the lavender water, which calms you down. And that can help. That can help. But it's not the greatest thing. It's a bit awkward when you go into panic mode. I mainly just kind of was like, okay, I guess we're going to have to restart. You do get some items that can stop that from happening. I didn't really use a lot of the items. When you get chased, sometimes you have like these sigils that will prevent you from dying, so it'll take like a killing blow for you. We use those, but those are like auto use ones. You also got items that like would turn you briefly invisible, and I never used those. Or I used them once. I used it once. I kind of forgot that I had them, to be perfectly honest. Like, we would pick it up and it's like, oh right, we get these items, I should use them. And then like 2 seconds later, we're running and I've already forgotten that we have them. You know, they're definitely helpful items that can get you out of sticky situations for sure. You can't do anything in the boss fights, though. The only thing you can do, like, the lavender juice won't give you health back. I wish it did. That would have been great. That would have been super helpful if it did. But I was trying to, like, pause the game and I wasn't able to, so I don't think that you were able to use it during combat. Panic mode is flight and flight. Yeah, there's no fight. It's just run. Those branches in the Souls games that you transform into objects. I wish. I kind of wish that this series continued. I don't think that this game sold well at all, but I would love to see like a new iteration of another Clock Tower game. You know, a nice, you know, doing its own thing with the survival horror thing. But I like the idea. Like, you're really not a combatant. You know, you're usually like a young kid, young female, you know, trying to deal with like a scary situation. So I like the fact that, you know, you run, you hide, you use environmental objects to get, you know, out of the way of enemies. Like, every once in a while you get to interact with the environment rather than just like hide somewhere and wait for the enemy to like wander off. You also have kind of like a defensive item. You've got the holy water. The holy water does come in handy. Sometimes I forgot I had that too. The holy water is super helpful. Like, if the enemy's right on top of you, you're about to go into like panic mode, you get a little spritz on the enemy and they're down for a good like 3 or 4 seconds, but it's enough time to like get away from them, especially if you're trying to accomplish something in the area, like look around, pick up items, interact with something. It's a great way to just buy yourself a little bit of time so you can get away. And there's plenty of stations that you can use to refill your water. Another cool mechanic that they added in. And you don't just use it as a defense thing, it also works as kind of like accessing environmental things. I kind of like the final hospital the best. I wish the areas were a little bit bigger. in a lot of the other Clock Tower games, you eventually got like a big environment. Some of the early chapters were small, but eventually you worked your way into a bigger environment. And like the end of Clock Tower 2, which is Clock Tower 1 on the PlayStation, you end up in like this manor and you get to do a bunch of exploring in there. And I was kind of hoping something like that would happen. I was actually hoping we would end up back in like our parents' house again, or hotel, or whatever it was, hostel. I don't know. I was kind of hoping we would end up there and explore more in there and find more secrets in there, but they kind of like mixed that in with like the other worlds, like you were bouncing back and forth between places. And I kind of wish that that was going to end up being like the big hub of like the final area, which would have been cool. That's one of the few things that I wish some of the area, one of the final areas, just got bigger for exploration. And I mean, the final area was bigger, just not exactly. I kind of wish it, you know, a la Resident Evil, like mansion kind of thing going on. That would have been nice. But it's small complaints, you know. I enjoy them, you know. They also don't overstay their welcome. Most of the games are relatively short. The worst game in this series is by far Clock Tower 2: The Struggle Within. By far. It's a little too obscure. It becomes a little too tedious towards the end, especially with like when you don't know what you're doing and you constantly have to explore everywhere twice with Bates and Alyssa. Speaking of Alyssa, both of those games, Clock Tower 2: The Struggle Within and Clock Tower 3, both have their main character named Alyssa. I don't think they're the same character, which is a little confusing. They could have chosen another name. There's a lot of names. If they needed another name that started with an A, there's like thousands of them, man. Abercrombie, Anise, Alice, Anessa, Areola, lots of names. Aardvark. Anissa, yeah. It's just weird. I don't think that they're the same character. It's just, I find that strange that they like use the same name in games back to back. It's just a little, it's not wrong or anything. It's just a little odd. But, you know, it's a fun game. I had a lot of fun with this. The final boss was a little tedious, but aside from that, I mean, most of the other bosses were fun. I honestly thought that this boss, because he was shooting projectile at us, we fought, I think it was the third boss who had 2 axes. You could knock the axe back towards the boss and make him vulnerable. And so I kind of thought something like that was happening here. I don't think so. I don't think you could knock the arrows back. Maybe you could. But every time I tried to shoot one of the arrows, my arrow just went through it. Maybe you needed to charge up the arrows slightly more? But it really felt like briefly charge up your arrow, bop him, knock him back a little bit. Because you could, when you hit him, he like took a step back. And then it was just knock another arrow. And just like rinse and repeat and hope that you can like push him back a little bit. And then he slowly adds in like slightly different attacks. When you get him into a like half health, when you get him to half health, he does that like big charge attack thing, which I don't think hurts you in any way, but I think it gets rid of like any like chains that are holding him, but it also gives you an opportunity to like fully charge an attack. But I didn't see any other way to fight him, so it was just a tedious fight. But it's cool. I mean, the final boss should be hard. It shouldn't be a walk in the park. It's just, it felt a little tedious. You can make bosses a little more fun than that, I think. A little more. Let's see what we unlock, though. Here. Put it in slot 4. I fought him the right way. I don't want to play through this game, like, entirely again. Like, that's... I'm good. Once was enough. I'm good. I don't know what that means, though. Like, what's the purpose of having, like, a new game plus here? Theater. So we could rewatch all the cutscenes if we wanted? Is there a super secret special ending? We gotta go all the way down. We gotta go all the way down. They had a lot of cutscenes in this game. I like it when games allow you to go back and watch cutscenes again. It's a little addition that I've always appreciated in games. Wait. Credits. Opening the piano? What's happening? Are we just looping around? Is that it? I think we just looped around. Oh. So you could just... It doesn't look like there's anything extra. I thought maybe there was going to be like, you know, S. The S. Secret. Yeah, this is it. When Dennis shows up, look at the way Dennis acts. Wait, this right here, the first impression you get of Dennis, it's like Steve, but 1,000 times worse.
Dennis? What are you doing here?
Pull me up. Hurry.
Look at him. He was like perfectly fine until we show up, and now look what he's doing. Like, what is this?
Phew. I thought I was a goner.
Like, why is he flailing
Long
like
time no
this?
see, Alyssa. I haven't seen you since we were in primary school together. It must be 3 years.
What do you think you're doing entering a lady's residence through a window?
I have to give you something. Here it is.
It's the key to my grandfather's room. Mother always has this key with her. What are you doing?
I don't know, but he needs to die. That's what I'm saying.
When and where?
Calm down, calm down. It was yesterday morning and your mother drove by in
What
her car.
is this?
And she said you might come back from boarding school and asked me to hand that key to you if she wasn't back in time.
She must have known I'd disobey her and come back here. She must have
Like,
come up to meet me. We
It's
just
genuinely
missed each other.
off-putting.
Hey, Alyssa, you've really changed since I last saw you.
I'm going to go and check my grandfather's room.
Hey!
Well, it looks like you've grown up too, Dennis.
Oh, come on. That was then and this is now. Wait a minute, would you?
Someone... Part of it's probably dubbing, but it's his mannerisms. It's his mannerisms. It's not just like the dubbing. Yeah, all right. There were probably some large changes in the localization. There probably were, but it's just his mannerisms. They're just extremely off-putting. Like, all of a sudden, like, he climbs up to the window, probably acting like a normal person, and then Alyssa shows up, and all of a sudden, he just starts freaking out. Like, why are you flailing around trying to get into the window? Like, you're making things worse. Like, why are you making things... Why does he act like that? It just... Holy crap. He would have a huge sweat drop on his forehead. Enter those hash mark sign veins. Master Roshi's a wet character. Dennis better lock himself up tight or purge the night. Edward from Cowboy Bebop. I liked Ed, though. Ed didn't bother me like that. Ed didn't bother me at all. What? What? Gallery? Okay. Oh. Oh, okay. Character concept art for the characters. That's cool. You're just saying they're full-on over-the-top emotives, even in otherwise a realistic situation. Yeah, Edward was definitely over-the-top. There's no question about it. But there was, like, something charming about her, though. There was something charming about her, where there's nothing charming about Dennis. Looks like mannerisms you see in an old cartoon. It's definitely very Japanese. I mean, I've seen that kind of character in other games before, and it's always off-putting. I don't get it. Very erratic movements. There's a little too much sugar in his tank. Yeah, probably. Ooh. Gruesome cannibal. Hey, I don't understand why the clock tower shoots out of the ground. Is this, well, like, what part of reality is this? You just kind of accept things. I like the pit and the pendulum. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's neat. Bye. A little extra, like, character animation there. That's kind of cool. Completely unnecessary. So, what's happening here? Play the scene again in Japanese. You're curious to see if it's better or worse. I don't have Japanese. I don't think that you can play it in English. I don't think that there's like an alternate dub to this. Maybe if we watched it we could watch it on YouTube. YouTube. Lupin the Third and Inspector are both a bit wet. Jackie Chan is a wet. I have no idea what you're talking. No, it's just English. It's just English. At least I never saw an option for alternate dubs. This is back. Very few games ever offered that back in the day. Yeah. Monaural and stereo. Default, man. I mean, if someone has the Japanese version, that's one thing, but... Let's see what this, other scenario thing is. The voice cast was in the credits? They do that. We've played plenty of games where they list the Japanese voice cast, even though there isn't a dub for it. I've seen that happen plenty of times. I've also seen where they've been completely left out, too, though. So, what's the purpose of New Game Plus?
Dearest Alyssa, how have you been? I think of you every day.
The movements look natural, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was motion captured. That means somebody in real life did it.
That I sent you away to boarding school and told you not to come back for
That's a terrible decision.
Without giving you any explanation. It must have been very painful for you, and I'm sorry.
Let's see if the internet offers any information on what New Game Plus is. We'll check it out. Give me a second, Willie. We'll check it out.
I know that what I'm saying will make
New
no
Game
sense to you, but please do as I tell you and hide as quickly as you can. Your loving mother, Nancy.
Mum.
Mum.
Alyssa, you're wanted on the telephone. It's your mother.
Hello? Mum? Hello? Are you there? What's wrong? Answer me. Hello? Hello? Mum?
Oh, I got no idea then.
Mum?
What did they call it? Nothing says New Game Plus. They called it something else.
Mum?
Maybe you get like extra powers or something like that. I don't want to watch the cutscene play out again. Wardrobe key. Oh. So we can play through in different outfits. Wow. That's what this locked... I wondered what the locked thing was here. Because we were never able to open this up. Alright, what do we got? Dude. Jesus Christ. No, it's not. Fucking hell, Japan. Fucking hell. You have an outfit with pants? Yeah, pants. I mean, that one's fine. That one's fine, but like, why can't she have pants in a normal top? Can I mix and match, please? We're never playing this again. We're never playing this again. Japan, man. Japan. Japan. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Yeah, let's check out this let's check out the scene. We'll take a peek.